My name is Ashley Blagan, and this is my second career profile for my Family 150 class at BYU-Idaho. So for my first career profile, I did it for a case manager for foster care, and to build upon that, I'm now doing my career profile on social worker because it's in the same field, but it requires a little more certification and education. So an example organization that I found is First Place for Youth, and it is located in California. I do not currently have a contact in this career field. The working environment for a social worker is that they typically work full-time hours, but on top of that, they can also work evenings and weekends and holidays when they need to meet their clients at different locations. There are multiple locations that social workers may work, and a few of those is at schools, with the government, and child welfare agencies, which is the type of social worker environment that I would be interested in working with, foster care and adoption. Most social workers work in an office, but when they meet clients in other places, that could take them out of that environment. And another way that social workers can work is remotely, and this helps clients with paranoia and anxiety, because instead of having to come into an office, they can just talk over instant message or over video chat. Some typical stressors would be working with children with difficult living situations, working with people with disabilities, working with people with serious illnesses or addictions. There's also a lot of understaffing and large caseloads for social workers, and this would be a very hard job for someone with too much empathy or not enough empathy for the people you work for, because you need to be able to understand what the people are going through, but then also try to disconnect yourself from the work when you're at home with your family, so you can be able to connect with your family and not always be worried about work. Some typical benefits for full-time positions is health, dental, vision, life, disability insurance, pension, and so on. And then, of course, the benefits of helping people in need, especially children, and getting them out of harmful environments. Some common job tasks are identifying people and communities that need help, referring and advocating for community services, and those would be like food stamps, healthcare, childcare, and so on. Evaluate services that are provided and make sure that they are effective for your clients. And a couple more are to help families in need of assistance, and locate foster families and work to reunite families. And that's something I'm really interested in doing. So some educational requirements and certification and things is that some agencies will hire you if you only have a bachelor's degree, but most of them you need a master's, because one of the certifications you need, or the licensing that you need for the state, it requires a master's degree and at least 2 years of service after graduation. The starting salary for a social worker is around $37,000, and then an experienced salary would be around $59,000. Some miscellaneous career information. I found some important qualities that a social worker should need, and that are communication skills, to listen and understand what the client's needs are, empathy, compassion for what the client is going through, interpersonal skills, and people skills, organization skills for your paperwork and the many clients you'll be working with, problem-solving skills, helping clients solve their problems, and time management skills to be able to provide adequate services and time to all of your clients. And then an interesting fact I found about social work is, I'll read this quote, that overall employment of social workers is projected to grow 12% from 2014 to 2024, faster than the average for all occupations. Employment growth will be driven by increased demand for healthcare and social services, but will vary by social worker specialty. So obviously that's good news for someone who wants to go into that field. It means that I'll likely have a lot of opportunities to enter this field and grow within it. It's definitely a field that I'm interested in. Growing up, I always wanted to be a foster parent, but I don't know if that's something that both I and my husband are interested in, and because of that, being a social worker would get me into this field without being a foster parent, but also being able to help those children. So thanks for watching, and that was my career profile for social work.